Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hello. How are we doing, lovely people? I forgot the sage. I need my regalia. Hello. Where is my book? Where? There you are. Where are my lovely folks? Hello, Athena. Hi. So nice to see you. Oh, thank you for the heart. Here's a heart for you. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. It's so nice to see you. How are you doing? How is my hair? I was thinking of keeping it up this time. Oh, thank you for the rose. Ooh, where's my... Here. And I have one for you. Wow, what a pretty little rose. I like it. Shall I spend some time with this today? It kind of rustles. I like that. Your hair's good, thank you. Thank you for that unprompted compliment. Is it just me, or is it kind of quiet? I don't know. Does it seem kind of quiet? Let me check my mic settings. Wah, 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 wah. How does that sound? Is that any better? Is that too loud? How does it sound? Turn up my sound to hear you better. Only I have volume now. Now it's good. Excellent. Yeah, it seems like my settings in Windows should be changed. Simple fix. So let me know. How are we doing, lovely folks? This is for you. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your roses. You're strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Hello, I hear now. You only missed 3 minutes. What's up, Adriana? Nice to see you. How are you? Gosh, I really wanted to be live a lot more this past week, but then the news struck. So I've been awfully busy. You're great. How am I? I'm doing very well. It's a beautiful day today. I got some time in the sun. I spent a lot of time drawing today. I did a little bit of writing. Dude, I couldn't remember your name and I couldn't find you. Hello, Inevitable. Yeah, I meant to be around more, like I was saying. But then I got busy. I've got to move. Moving. What a major process every time. It can't ever just be a nice, easy thing for me. I'm often moving far away if I have to move. Master Chef and why? Thank you for the follows. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. I have this rose just for you, specifically. Just for you. I like this. It makes me want to learn to weave. I'd like to weave a hat. I used to have a cedar hat as a kid, but my massive, massive head quickly grew out of it. And I didn't find I had a lot of occasion as a city boy at the age of 12 or so to really wear a cedar hat. At that point in my life, I wasn't brought to First Nation centers no more. Encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you all for your likes and your follows. We already have 3 lovely new folks here. Thank you to Grayson for your follow. This is for you. You're strong, you are wise, and you are loved. And I'm dehydrated. Literally could never wear hats because my noggin was always big. Are you like me? I believe I have a medically oversized head. And looking at my mother's side of the family, the only... my mother only has like one baby picture of herself. And she just looks like a caricature of herself. Like, her head, it was so massive. It's like, it's the same size as it was when she's an adult. She has a big head. And she passed it on to me. Which I'm sure is what I'm going to pass on. Oh, it's been made 18 plus. I keep forgetting to set that myself. I was under the impression that it set itself on the whole account. Where was I? Hello, lovely folks. New lovely faces. Hello, Deyanira. Thank you for the follow. And Adam Erickson. Thank you for the follows. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Just stimming a little. Excuse me. Just stimming after the week that was had. I just have to think, what do I want to do today? What sounds nice after a long week to relax? Yes, the family legacy. Yep. Big-headed. Is that a metaphor, perhaps? My pride. My big head. Just truly massive. Just medically oversized, to be sure. 99th or 100th percentile. I haven't been able to wear a hat since I was like 14. Because nobody's hats were ever big enough for my head. And I used to wear hats a lot as a child. So, you know, I was able to wear toques for the longest time. Which is nice. I never needed them because it doesn't get all that cold in the winter for me. I'm a large man, so I'm a heat generator. Oh, hello, lovely folks. How are we doing? I'm just telling stories. You kids are gonna be bobbleheads for real, yeah. Can you bring the mic a bit closer? I can just turn it up if it's low. My settings were changed automatically. Automatically. How's that? Does it need to go up anymore? What is buzzing over here? I may have found the buzzing foolishness that's been ruining my bonds. How is that? Were you hearing that buzzing that whole time, and has it just stopped? And that was my mic. I didn't see Pixie answer. And how are you, lovely? Try increasing your mic volume for clearer audio. Okay, how is this? Oops. How is this volume, folks? You hear all those footsteps? What an elf delivery. Turn down. Okay. Let's try. Hello, hello, hello. How's this? Dina thinks it's good. Everybody else thinks it's awful. Okay, right here. Hello. Sorry for annihilating your eardrums. Change back whatever you did. Old and deaf. I'm sorry, folks. I was just trying to help our hard of hearing. My apologies. Sounds good now? Excellent. I'm sorry. What an awful thing for an ASM artist to do. That is so funny. My bad. Sorry, folks. Here you are. Is this what you wanted? It's been raining a lot this week. It's been really, really lovely and warm. Nice warm rain. Just have a walk in the yard. Either open shirt or shirtless or whatever and not worry about getting cold. And it's just pretty. The weather's been very lovely. How is it where you are? Kind of sounds like this. How's that sound? I hope that's not insanely loud. My mic settings have been awfully funny today. Nice to take a breath. Nice to just relax and just breathe. I got a little bit of writing done today. That's pretty cool. And a lot of doodles. Would you like to see one of my doodles from the day? Here's my little page of guys. Just like a weird little dude. That is Penny the cat. That's my cat companion. And that is a skunk pig. Oh, bright light. Excuse me if I'm a little scatterbrained today. I'm just trying to remember how to relax. If I'm being quite honest. Do you relate to that, perhaps? Do you feel the weight of responsibility? I certainly do. So many things I'm in charge of. Big kid I am. So I just gotta breathe. I like this. Do you like this? Can you hear it? Kristen Hood. Thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. This is for you. A woven cedar bark rose. Woven cedar bark rose. It's got these nice. Can you see that? Little string. Tap on DS. Where's my DS at? Oh. Yes, in a moment. If I can locate it. There we are. This is my Nintendo DSi. Gifted unto me by a baby cousin of mine a couple of years ago. This is relaxing. That's good to hear, Miguelito. Good to hear. I rather enjoy the DS. In fact, I've recently started a little playthrough of Pokemon Platinum. Just a nostalgic little game. I guess I have been feeling in the mood for nostalgia. I've been replaying BioShock Infinite on the PS3. And, playing Infamous on the PS3. That game is so fun. Have you ever played Infamous and Infamous 2? Not to be confused with Infamous Second Son. That's on the PS4. That at the time I didn't have when those games were coming out. I remembered asking my father for when I was visiting one year. My birthday was in the summer and we got to visit in the summers. Asking him for Infamous 2 because I had thought that Second Son was the second Infamous game. And being so disappointed. Like, or just confused, I guess. Like, definitely disappointed because Second Son looked so cool to me when I was young. Just like weirded out that there was a second Infamous. Anyway, good story. I have to remember how to tell stories every week. You'd think it would be like second nature or something. SD card. Oh. You see in there, dude? Empty. Where was I? What was I talking about? How are you today? Did you ever see folks that would bend their DS all the way open like this? That always felt wrong to me. That feels like I'm breaking it. This is the right way. And then when you're laying down with your feet kicked up on the bed, just playing with your fingers, this is the right way. Your taps and stuff are a lot louder tonight. Is there a request in that statement? Would you like me to change something? I could tamper with a few settings. Hello, Pixie. How's that? What color are your nails? They're black. Was that eons ago? I have to remember how to read. I have to learn a lot of things today for the first time ever. I am awfully parched. Just taking my medicine a moment ago. What? Stay hydrated. Oh, somebody sent roses. Why aren't my roses showing here? Thank you for the roses, Deyanira. So hard to tell. Doesn't sound mono. Are you wearing a headset? Is that easier to tell? Is converting to mono. Okay, I've turned it off, and I will turn it back on. How does that sound? Oh, thank you for the roses. I have something for you as well. Little cedar bark woven rose for you. You don't like those sounds? The sounds of wrestling tonight? I don't know why this is my mood. Maybe because there's been so much wrestling in the trees. Rustling of leaves and such. Eat buds. I sure do. Eat buds. Thank you for the roses. 1 million roses. Thank you. Thank you. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Am I saying your name right? Deyanira. Deyanira. Ooh. What would we like tonight? I think I have to read or something. I feel like I have to pay attention to something. I feel like my improvisational game is in need of warm-up. Maybe I'll just read to you, warm my voice up, slow my brain down, or focus my brain rather. I love these tales. They're so... The imagery is... Oh, you can probably hear my chair squeaking. Gosh. Could read lore. Yes, you're correct. Excellent. I'd love to read some lore to you. You can probably hear Penny the cat now eating. Little crunching guy. Wawa watch. Kamazats. Dundas Island Blackfly on page 44. Can you hear that? That little cat. Maybe I'll wait for her to be done reading before, or to be done eating before I begin reading. She's a hungry little cat. She has been wandering the outdoors lately. Mainly, she just sits on the front step and just kind of hangs out there. She's a pretty good indoor cat. The only time she's ever, like, crept out was when the night came and she got all weird. Other than that, she's a little indoor guy. Well done, Penny. Okay. This is a story. Dundas Island Blackfly of British Columbia, Canada. Biting insects have plagued mankind since the beginning of human existence. We despise these bugs for their delivery of swollen bites and their incessant drone that brings restless anxiety and fitful sleep. We swat and slap and crush, attempting to rid ourselves of their annoying presence, with the exception of only the gentle honeybee's sting, whose loss of life we often lament. We curse these creatures' very being. Yet the pain these insects cause is nothing compared to the destruction caused by the Dundas Island blackfly. Growing up to 6 inches in length, these loathsome critters inhabit a small group of islands across Chatham Sound, where the Alaskan coast sneaks its way down to meet British Columbia. The Dundas Island blackfly's dull, leathery skin, black and as hard and thick as a walnut shell, is covered with coarse hairs. Protruding from its back are 2 sets of large, iridescent wings, translucent and ink-stained, endlessly twitching, incessantly scraping and rattling, like metal grates constantly gnashing against each other. Its obsidian eyes bulge with 1,000 rounded and reflective facets. Its legs are like bramble vine, covered in spiky short hairs, and this huge fly has dual tarsals on its feet, thick and sharp as a cat's claws, in order to easily dig into its prey's flesh. Dundas Island blackflies hunt in swarms so large that they have been mistaken for starling murmurations by sailors passing the island. Relentless, the blackflies follow their prey for miles, buzzing around their targets when it is on the move, pestering and biting it when at rest. These grotesque flies are capable of bringing down a large moose. Even the mighty grizzly bear avoids their territory. When they bite, their scissor-like mandibles tear into the prey's skin, slashing and sawing, perforating blood vessels and enlarging the wound. Their saliva causes paralysis and is also an anticoagulant, ensuring the prey's blood will not clot. Every drop of blood is drunk before the flesh is consumed, leaving behind a pile of bones. The indigenous peoples of the region refer to these creatures as sky devils or flying demons. They believe they were released when an ancient people tried to rid the earth of everything bad. Having gathered up all evil beings, creatures, and things, the whole collection was cast into a great fire on Dundas Island. As the fire raged, acrid smoke filled the air, and up rose a thunderous, buzzing, and swirling cloud of ravenous flies, in a swarm big enough to blot out the sun. Did you like the fly story? I didn't think it would be so. That. Hello. I'll probably just skip that one next time. Oh, goodness gracious. I have a mosquito bite. No wonder I was feeling itchy reading about those bugs. Let's try... Tukakame on page 162. Hello, hello, lovely people. So nice to see you today. This is the story of Tukakame of Wirikuta Desert, Mexico. Wirikuta Desert, Mexico. As you make your way across the desert, the heavy sun sets and a sliver of moon hangs high above. Prairie dogs scurry to find homes as the last of the daylight fades, and the foxes cry to usher in the darkness of night. From the blackest crease in the darkness, a lone wolf emerges, his maw bloodied and his muzzle dripping from a recent kill. With his eyes fixed upon you, he lopes across the sand, moving in and out of the shadows. He enters a final shaft of darkness, and this time, he does not return. Was he a mirage, a figment of your imagination? Or has he truly disappeared? From the same patch of darkness into which the wolf vanished comes the rattle of dry bones, soft at first, then louder. There in the blackness of the shadow, two pinpoints appear, darker than the shade that surrounds them. They fix their gaze upon you. At last they blink, and below them the glimmer of sharp white teeth slowly emerge as if they are being unwrapped and presented with unabashed pride. A rattle of bones like maracas echo through the night as the pair of eyes advance toward you. Breaking from the edge of the darkness, you see a shock of hair, ragged and filthy, with rope-stiff blood. Two coarsely broken and jagged horns jut angrily from the creature's brow. His soulless eyes, now fully visible, bulge from his taunt-skinned, grinning skull. The rattling continues, and you realize it is coming from the collection of bones hanging about his waist. Wings unfurl from his back as he takes to the air and lands, crouching on a boulder just feet from where you sit. His lips pull back to reveal a ragged, broken-toothed, and blood-stained grimace. The scent of him is unbearable, acrid flesh and fetidness. His hands are sticky with blood, rotten flesh is stuck in his long nails, and his body is covered in filth. He tilts his head left to right, his dark eyes blinking rapidly, as if trying to understand the nature of you. Then all at once, he pounces. Nails stab your skin and teeth gnash your bones, but fear not. He doesn't enjoy the taste of fresh flesh, so he won't consume you now, not on the spot. He will stash your corpse away for a while, and will return for his feast once you've had a chance to acquire a bit of rancidness. That was Tukakame, and this is the illustration. I like that story. That's very cool. Tukakame. Let's see what we have here. Oh, shall I change the atmosphere? The background music to something more suiting reading spooky stories? try some forest ambiance. Forest sounds. I have no idea how this sounds. Just let me know if that's lovely or heinous, or if you can even hear it. Oh, goodness gracious. Got a little itch. Getting itchier. Let's read. I like the ghost moose. Aniante. Baycock. Stikini. Tunda. On page 166. Are you brushing your hair tonight? Would you prefer if I brush my hair right now? My hair could come down. Shall I brush my hair after this tail? Yeah. Okay. This is the story of Tunda, of Chiapas, Mexico. In the dense rainforest, humid air clings to leaves, then drips as water into pools on the ground. The thick canopy casts deep shadows, creating an eternal twilight. Here and there are small gaps in the foliage, through which shafts of light break, streaking across the darkness. Light is a welcome visitor within these lonesome umbrage, offering a hopeful brightness and relief for tired eyes. A human's nature is to find comfort in the familiar, and this is where the Tunda finds her strength and opportunity. Your trust in those you hold most dear is her greatest advantage. For days she will observe you, watching from the darkness of the jungle, waiting to identify a person in whom you have absolute confidence. Then she will show herself, but not before shapeshifting, in order to appear as this most beloved individual. For children, she will usually become the mother, and for those who are older, it will likely be a spouse, a friend, or a lover. The Tunda will stand at the edge of the jungle, motioning for you to come near. It's always the same. She will lure you close, and, taking your hand, will lead you into the forest. There she will feed you shrimp and crab, lulling you into a docile state, convincing you completely that she is your loved one. The Tunda's victims will never choose to leave her, not even after she reveals her true appearance, a bent and broken body and a wrinkled face set with sunken, bulging eyes like a fresh corpse that has just climbed out of a grave. She smells like a corpse too. Keeping her victims close, she will make you work and keep her company until at last she tires of you. Then, transforming into a wild animal, the Tunda will violently consume you before moving on to find her next victim. The Tunda's one flaw is that her shapeshifting is often haphazard. She can't always seem to control every aspect of the change, and frequently a part of her will be glaringly imperfect. In some cases, one leg will be in the shape of a molnillo, a wooden kitchen utensil used to stir hot chocolate. What the tundra lacks in attention to aesthetic detail, she makes up for in deceitful cunning. She disguises any defect, knowing that the recognizable will always distract from the unfamiliar. This is the illustration of the tundra. I like that story. That's cool. That's like the wild women of the woods. Mad creepy. Oh. Okay. I don't have a brush, but I do have a comb. Oh, my hair. Brush behind you. This is kind of like Oprah. I just reach behind me and there's prizes. Okay. I'm gonna brush my hair. I've had it up all day. Give it a little rest. Goodness gracious. Need a little trim. It's needed a trim for a while. But I've just been so busy. So busy. How do we like the ambiance? How do we like it? How is the mic volume now? Is everything fixed? Is everything lovely? Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your comments and your likes. You've all been so lovely tonight. Lovely. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Sounds good. Excellent. Is it too dark in here for you to see the brush on my black hair? It's hard for me to tell in this light. Are you able to hear it? No sound detected. Dark, but that's okay. Okay, that's good. How are we doing tonight? It's Thursday. Had a busy day yesterday. On Monday, I called my father to ask him for an extra hand. Because we had a lot going on Wednesday. So I said, "You old man, can I have some help on Wednesday?" And he said, "Yeah, we'll make it happen." So Tuesday comes and no call. And then Wednesday comes and no call. No appearance by my old man. And then after the whole day's gone by and all the chores have been done, it's 6 o'clock, my old man calls me and says, "Okay, what's the plan for tomorrow?" I said, "Tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow?" He said, "It's Wednesday." Goodness gracious. Like I guess that's an ADHD person, huh? Oh, That's funny. I also get my days mixed up in my week. But my old man truly lives like an old man. He hasn't had a phone in years. Not in years. Got no working clocks in the house. Don't keep a calendar. He's not on the internet. He's not really doing all that much. Just kind of out on the res. What a funny way to live for a dude who needs action all the time. Watch the moves. Well, I haven't been... Why are you threatening me? Why such a... Watch the moves, man. My girl's right here. You check those moves. My girl's right here watching. Is that not a funny bit? Can you do face tracing, please? Yes. You like me to trace my face? I have this little paintbrush that I was using last week to trace my face. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. Soldier boy. Been jamming on my harmonica. Took a little break. Every once in a while I'll take like a week or a week and a half or so off and just let it sit. See what I come up with when I come back. Only been practicing since December, so just slowly learning. Like 30 minutes or so most days. Some days I'll just hang out with the harmonica and just jam. I think the mic would sound better closer. The volume is good, but you just sound kind of distant. Okay. How was this? Maybe I was a little distant. I'm trying to sit comfortably in this busted, rotten little chair of mine. I think the mic sounds perfect. Yeah, Pixie, get your ears checked. Figure it out. I'm perfect. I'm Cohen official approved. I think it sounds fine, however you're comfortable. However you're comfortable. However I am comfortable. Ouch, that's my knee cracking. You hear my old bones? Goodness gracious. Little mark. You see, I trimmed all my facial hair today. My bounding, massive beard. Snap, crackle, pop. Snap, crackle, pop. Mini wheats were purchased recently by a member of this household. And I just... Oh. Am I tripping? I swear I saw a mark. Trick of the light, I suppose. My cat is slurping on water Hello, Dari. Hello, friend. How are you doing? I hope you've had a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day today. Sun was out, and then the sun was gone. Then it was nice and warm, and then it was nice and cool. It was just like a nice mix. I like days like this. I don't like full blistering heat. It's tough. You're good. How am I? I'm doing very well. Best day of my life. Hi. So lovely to see you again here, all you lovely folks. So nice to see you today. How do we like the ambiance? Would we prefer the usual ASMR music? Hi, Ozzy. So lovely to see you. Me too. Too much heat makes my head hurt. Yes. Too much cold makes my body hurt. I enjoy the cold. Like, I do fairly well with the heat when I'm in it, outdoors usually. These days I'm more resilient. I had an illness that made the heat real bad for a long time. But since that's been gone, I'm kind of like, I think my size helps me regulate my temperature a lot better than a smaller person than me. It was 107 and humid the other day. I was so done. 107 minus 30 is, what, is that 87? Is that 77? Okay, so 77 divided by 2 is like 36 degrees Celsius. That's disgusting. Where are you? Are you in hell? Are you... Oh, humid. You are a Floridian, aren't you? I found you. Floridian. 41 degrees Celsius. Oh, my calculations were incorrect. Gosh, that's heinous. That is heinous. Not in Florida. 41 degrees Celsius and humid. That's like, gosh, where I'm at, years ago, like 50 degrees Celsius was our record. And that year I fell ill and I was bedridden because of the events of the summer, because of the week of record-breaking heat that I was working in a greenhouse during. That year stunk. It stunk, to say the least. On that note, I have some sage I would like to burn with you. I'd like to smudge you. I'd like to invite positive vibes unto you and unto myself. South Dakota, unfortunately. That's funny. Thought South Dakota was cold all the time. Nowhere is cold all the time anymore. Climate change, homie. Climate change. It used to snow here intensely. Intensely. Now we have the most mild winters of anywhere. Stay lit, you. There you are, much better. Can you see that? That's for you. So I want you to take your hand and guide this smoke over your head, over your shoulders, each of them. Just enjoy the scent, the feeling. This is, I don't know about you, but this is therapeutic to me. It's nostalgic. It just feels nice to light this sage when I sit down to draw or when I'm cleaning or... We have detected inactivity. No. Is this energy work? Huh? I'm bringing this out to smudge you and to invite positivity. So allow the negative things that may have been plaguing you, that sit on your shoulders and make them stiff and hold on to your spine and make it hurt. And just let it roll off your back. Just let that negativity fall away and drain into the soil, into the floor, into the earth. At the very least, for the time being, for as long as you're in here, allow this to be a positive space for you. Things will be dealt with. Everything will be alright. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. And just enjoy that regalia. Beautiful, beautiful scent. In the south, it's so humid. Is this energy work? It is? Oh, okay. What does that mean? Well, we have record highs and record lows, and record temp drops, and wind speeds. Hell, wasn't too far off. Yeah. Woof. I wish you luck. Thank you for leading positivity to me. Of course. My pleasure. My pleasure. Just an hour or so from where I live, they had 144 mile per hour winds. Now, how much is that in kilometers? Is that sage? I forgot what that's called. Yes, it is. Yeah. Are Native American? Yes. I'm Afro-Indigenous. Can you tell? Do I look native? I feel like I do. Look somewhat native at least. You're Aboriginal, which is native to Australia. Excellent, very cool. Australian natives are cool. Natives around the world. Very cool cultures. Very cool I love the different mythologies of the world. I love reading stories. I want more of these books. Just world lore. My ear's ringing. Can you hear that? If I put my ear to the microphone, do you think you could hear? Because it's very loud. 231 kilometers an hour. Holy. Hola. Roughly. Yeah, I say you do look native. I'm Sienna approved. It's as good as a status card these days. Piece of sage that was on my stomach. For you. Where were we? Can you see right here? In the middle of my lower lip. That's a scar. I can chew on it. It's a lot of scar tissue. It's a scar from when I was about 6 or 7 years old. I was out ice skating with an after-school program. I've been ice skating quite a few times. It's one of the go-to. It's one of the go-to field trips in Vancouver. The classic ice skating. And I was always so scared to fall. I remembered using pylons or using like old granny walkers on the ice, just whatever was available. I'm wearing a helmet, although even at the little old age of 6 or 7 or whichever one it was, I still had a hard time wearing helmets or any sort of headwear. My medically overlarge head. Anyway, on this particular day, I was out skating with my baby brother. My little brother has always been a little athlete. We both were. And remain somewhat, despite the shape of me. I still lift somewhat, although I don't run these days. Where was I? Ice skating. My little brother, little athlete that he was pretty good at ice skating. He picked it up a lot better than me. I was just very awkward on the ice. And as I saw my little brother just going around, I thought to myself, as I held on to my little pylons and slouched over and wobble-kneed just like Bambi, just like a newborn fawn on the ice. I thought to myself, I'm being silly. If I just had a little bit of confidence, I could do this. I can do this. So I let the pylons go. And I did it. For all of about perhaps 3 seconds or less. Until I went topsy-turvy and my teeth pierced my lip. Pierced my lip. Little bloody scene. And my brother, upon seeing this, he was just slowly skating around and, he was more advanced than me, but he was still learning. Upon seeing me fall, he turned on a dime and like skated to me, and he even did like a cool stop. Like he just unlocked something to come check on me. My baby brother. What a cool little guy. But yeah. So now I have a little scar that I'll chew on. when I'm fidgeting. Lips heal very quickly. So does a scar very quickly. I have a bunch of... Is it just really common to get a bunch of different mouth injuries? Like I have this, and I had spacers. So the connective part of my tongue down in there was all tore up, caught up in a wire that was in my mouth. That is so heinous. That was so overstimulating for years. And now I'm not even free of the mouth torment. Excuse my phrasing. For my tongue is too fat for my mouth. And I chew on it with every word. But I cannot stop speaking. Do you guys have the same problem? I suppose I just love to hear myself speak is all. I think more accurately, I enjoy your presence. I like your company. I like speaking with new folks. I love storytelling. It's in my blood. You're a really good storyteller and ASMR artist. Gee, thank you. Thank you for the unsolicited compliment. I think, or did I solicit it? Was I trying to pick out compliments from you? Trying to pick out all the compliments and all the likes and all the follows and all the nice little attention points. Oh, I have... Was that insanely loud? Somewhere here I have a nice, thick brush that I could brush you with. No, you just deserve it. Thank you for your lovely, lovely words. Oh, gee. Oh, shucks. You're strong, you're wise, and you're loved. Are you able to hear background noises at the moment? Like perhaps a car that was on the road, or my refrigerator running? I might as well just unplug all of my appliances. But perhaps they don't bother you. You can't? Excellent. How do you like this? Let me... Oh, I guess I could just make contact with the actual camera. I don't know why I feel like I do the movie magic. I just have to wiggle it at you and let the lens do the work. I could just right on your face like that. Do you like this? Little painting. POV. You are a beautiful portrait. Just a stunning visage. Ah, yes indeed. Muy bonita. Gee, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, lovely folks, for spending some time with me. It's always appreciated. Surely when all this hubbub has passed, when moves have been made from place to place, I'll be able to be with you more often in the week. Have a nice little setup without a running refrigerator behind me. And I can level up my game. Perhaps get some more books. Perhaps get some more supplies of some sort. I think that would be very lovely. Can you hear this? I'll be true to you. You were my first love, and you'll be my last love. Hi. So lovely to see you. You look so lovely today. I hope I'm not too disheveled and disgusting or repulsive today. I hope I'm not too stankalicious for your presence. This is genuinely so relaxing. I am definitely going to fall asleep. Excellent. That's the plan. Fall asleep. You know, people were falling asleep to me long before I started ASMR. Seems like kind of a rough time to try to find my chill streams back in the day. But now they're all chill. Isn't that cool? How the time flies and the eras come and go. And perhaps come again someday. Do you folks like video games? Do you enjoy watching video games? I have a difficult time watching people play video games sometimes. It has to be very specific people types. I imagine all of that is just very personal though. Very relaxed, but you're very good entertainers. You're having fun. Excellent. Excellent. What games do I like? What games do I like? I like lots of games. I have been playing... I played some Sunderfolk recently. Because it was free on Epic. Free on Epic. Sunderfolk's little RPG, like D&D. You got your bard and ranger, and there's just a bunch of cute little furry characters with D&D classes, mostly D&D style classes, and just do like one-shots or campaigns, and just a fun, cute, difficult little game. I don't know, I like little fantasy games and strategy games. I liked Baldur's Gate a lot. Baldur's Gate 3, that is, and I like Divinity, Original Sin. Still have to finish that first one. We were doing myself and Pixie were doing a playthrough. I like, right now, yeah, kind of strategy games. I like, what games do I like? Pixie, what do I like? I like the Souls games. I just re-downloaded Sekiro today to play through that for the 10,000th time. Because I saw somebody play it and it's just like, well, the bug is in your head now. You have to play this game. Anything very hard, yes. Have you played Elden Ring? Have I played it? Yes, I have. I think I have like 500 hours in it. Let me check real quick. I feel like talking about video games. I'm not always in a video game mood. Usually I prefer to draw. Anytime I'm doing something, I feel like there's just a little man in my head telling me that you could be drawing right now. What a waste of potential. You are like a bug. And I say, I'm not like a bug. I'm like a guy. What was the question? Soldier Boy, let me see the EF. I have 610 hours in Elden Ring. I try to get into solo play games, but I'm just too hyper to walk around. That's why I like FPS shooter games. Back in the day ago, I liked Black Ops 2 on the PS3. Made one of my first online friends. Just like Drop Shot Kids. The homie. So long ago. Then I liked Rainbow Six Siege. And I liked Overwatch. I've always liked games where I can be a tank. I played Smite since 2014. I have like 2,000 hours in it or so, which I think is kind of impressive considering how shoddy it's been my whole life to get like time to play video games. I never had my own consoles except for when I was visiting. Except for a handheld console called the DS Lite. Shooter games on the DS I think existed. I don't think I had any of them. So, I read a lot growing up. Starting in 5th grade, I read a lot. I had a lot of, like, inhibiting factors to my learning. Lots of things going on in my young life. Lots of tumultuous activities taking place. So I really got into reading in 5th grade. And that's when I got decent at reading or started being able to improve it. I don't know, I just had a hard time. Siege is one of my favorites. I also love Black Ops 3. I haven't played much Black Ops 3. Siege, I liked it a lot. I liked Maestro with his sexy voice. Damn, to think that's the gentleman who voiced Mr. Krabs. Who knew he was hiding such a delectable voice? Jealous, truly. A few lovely voices come to mind, like, obviously Keith David is a classic. A classic Chianti voice. Anyway, that's off topic. We were talking about video games. Not talking about first person shooters. Oop, my stomach. I like third person shooters these days. Been playing Helldivers Lots of Helldiver with my baby brother and Pixie Lee. I'm rather partial to a flamethrower. They make that game is so fun and satisfying. It's been a good game to get into. I missed playing video games with my baby brother. It's very cool. I reckon that's probably the main reason I've been really into video games lately. Because I definitely have my seasons, but I feel like for the last long while, my priority's just been to create art. One of your friends loves Helldivers. Yeah, got a couple friends like that. One or two. But playing video games has also made me feel like I could be streaming right now. I should be streaming right now. How dare you take a moment by yourself, relatively by yourself. I feel like I've got to be doing stuff. Like I need to be writing, or I need to be drawing, or I need to be here. Can you hear my stomach? That is so embarrassing. Have you ever played Apex Legends? I have. Not for a long time. My brother would like me to play that. He's got a lot of hours in that game. He's gotten quite good, it seems. But I don't know if I'm willing to. I was a Caustic main. I've played it on 2 different accounts, and I don't know, I've got between 60 and 100 kills on Caustic on either of them, I think. I don't know, I haven't played all that much and not for a long time. And even then, in all those games, my excuse, I always have had a low KD. I'm more of like a tank or like a support main. And like, these days, I can certainly play other things. I don't know, I've just always preferred being a really big tank. I like supporting. I like crowd control. I like setup and payoff and communication. It feels very cool in games. It feels very cool. I loved Overwatch when that came out. Gosh, I got through some interesting times with Overwatch. Interesting indeed. Caustic is very good in current Apex Legends. Looks like I better hop in then. Looks like I better. How about our other folks? Do we have different hobbies or different video game interests? Because I also like cozy games. I like Enshrouded. It's pretty cozy. I like that. I like just making a cool little base. If you've never played Enshrouded, it's like a survival base building, monster fighting, fantastical game. I am like a tanky little mage. So I've got a sweet staff, just a curved root, and just the hardest fit you've ever seen, with the biggest braid and like a Super Sentai, like a Power Ranger looking mask. And I go out and I whoop, whoop booty cheeks, and then I come home and I decorate, make a badass little ruin or a castle out of some ruins. Just like to chill in Minecraft. I love Minecraft. I played. I have to have thousands of hours in Minecraft with my brother. We never got tired of that. Big fan of classic Mortal Kombat and Zelda. That's cool. I had Mortal Kombat on DS, and I don't know. I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't know how to unlock any characters. I had like 4 characters. Unless it was only in like local play that I was locked to like Jade, Katana, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero. I can't remember. I wonder if I have that anywhere. That'd be so cool. I've never played a Zelda game. I played a little bit of Breath of the Wind. That's what it's called, right? Breath of the Wind. Breath of the... That doesn't sound right. I'm a big fan. Breath of the Wild? Turquoise Rose. What a pretty name. Breath of the Wild. Thank you for the likes. Yes, Breath of the Wild. Big fan. Played a bunch of that. That was cool. Oh, you know what I played a lot of on the Switch? Was This War of Mine. Really like that. It's a difficult and harrowing game. I don't know why those like harrowing games seem the most... They always come in clutch. Or they often do. Just like... I don't know. Hi, bestie. Hello, this fat bitch. Hello. Been meaning to play that. It's very good. Very, very good. I've been meaning to play that again. Played Kingdom 2 Crowns with Pixie Lee. Enjoyed that a lot too. That's a more chill, pretty vibe. This War of Mine is definitely pretty though. But it's stressful. Have you ever played Rust? No. Rust came out like when I was a lot younger. I didn't get a I mean, I guess it's like still active and stuff. Like it has events going on Twitch every once in a while, and people still play that. I don't know, I just never got around to it. Loved The Last of Us. Last of Us is very cool. I played it on the hardest difficulty, which I can't remember what it's called. It is so heinous though. It like doesn't it is so difficult. It doesn't feel right. I remembered being in an encounter and I would die so much that I just had to endure these long cutscenes of getting annihilated by a clicker. And so one time I pressed I paused and I restarted from checkpoint, and it deleted one of the weapons from my inventory. It set me back further than the dying animation would have for some reason, and it took one of my weapons from me. And then I had an even harder time getting through the encounter. And I think it's like just before Joel gets annihilated. Spoilers. It's brutal. Yeah, it's really brutal. And I got through the whole game on the hardest difficulty. Except for like the last less than 10 minutes when you're like in the hospital, and I have to remember to do ASMR things. I've just been talking about video games. And you're in the hospital, and there's just droves on droves of people, just like fireflies, hey? And just like, there's no fighting it because the sparse gear you get and the one shots that it takes to fucking kill you is just, you can only sneak. But I got soft locked, so I put the difficulty down to easy just because all I had to do is run through everything anyway. And I was there for like hours trying to get through, and I was just soft locked, so I didn't get the achievement for doing it on the hardest difficulty. I got the achievement for doing it on easy. Finally, you're live. I haven't been able to sleep. My apologies. It's been a week full of tumult. A funny, lumpy, lopsided week. But it's a beautiful day today. Going through a move at the moment. I'm trying to. So for the next month or two, it'll probably be a little shoddy. Probably like, sorry, that was probably heinous. Probably a little bit, play by ear. But the goal is to have like 2 streams a week, if possible. And if not, I'll try to post to my stories a little more and just say so. Remind you folks that I'm alive. You are not free from me when I'm not alive. Haven't been able to sleep. So nice to see you again, Platano. How are you doing? Is it a sleepless night? God. Oh, so many lovely folks. I've been live for an hour and 30 though, so I think I'm going to pause quickly and take about 3 minutes to powder my nose and to grab a snack. A little birdie made me aware of a delectable new treat that I can share with you of the sour candy variety. And I'm very excited. So I'm going to pause briefly and I'll be back in roughly 3 minutes. Go nowhere. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Be right back. Hello, lovely folks. I have to scooch a little closer. Hello. Thank you for the follow, Cohen official. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Thank you for your presences, everybody. Thank you for being here. You're strong, you're wise, and you are loved. This right here is called Fruit Riot. It's a piece of, what is this, pineapple covered in sour sugar. It's a new flavor to me. Well, it's a new fruit to me. Well, no, I've had pineapples before, but not a Fruit Riot. Oh, goodness. That's so hard. Thank you for the heart. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Thank you, thank you. You have to just suck on that one. Very tasty. Very sour, can you tell? How's my poker face? Thank you for the Go Popular. Do you like sour candies? Would you like some of this? These are so tasty. I love pineapple. Oh gosh, goodness gracious. I like doing snacks on this now. Thank you for being here. We've gained 7 lovely new followers this stream. I hope we're all having a beautiful night and relaxing. Putting your feet up. Putting your head down. I wish I had thought to bring my other sketchbook in here. I did so much doodling today in different places. Did you do any doodling today? And would you like to share this frozen grape with me? I tried to think of what I've been up to, and then I just got dizzy. There's been a lot going on. Save me. Save me. Let me close my eyes and dream of cool things. I've been having a lot of very intense dreams. Not all bad. I'm used to having a lot of nightmares. Lots and lots. You haven't drawn since art class in school. Why? You should draw. and you should show it to me. I've got to make... I hope you can't hear my stomach. I'm gonna make a post prompting some lovely folks, because we have so many new followers now. I've got to prompt some lovely new artists to show me their art. I love seeing new art. And perhaps if you stick around this live, you may end up drawing again. I find I have that effect on people. The more time anyone spends around me, the more they end up drawing or creating things. Because that's just a love of mine. I love new art in the world. It has some sugar. That's just pure sugar. Do you do any sort of creating, Cohen? Do you knit? I can knit very basically. It'd be cool to learn a pattern, or like to learn proper techniques, and to get speedy at that. Knitting is cool. But before that, I feel like I'd like to get my sewing machine together and patch up some of my clothes or something, and make little dolls. I used to have a bearded dragon named Muffin, and I purchased some little bits of cloth from Walmart, and I made Muffin a little like Hawaiian shirt and a little hat, but hand sewing. She looked so darling with her little Hawaiian shirt. Never tried knitting. I'm not really into doing art, but I think it's cool. I love art. Knitting is spelled with a K. I like knitting. I haven't done a ton of it. I got shamed out of knitting by my family when I was young. I learned to do it in 4th grade in school. And I brought my little project home to knit because I was enjoying it. And I got mercilessly shamed by like a house of 7 people. So I didn't do a lot of knitting after that. Until I became an adult, and I was like, I'm an adult. I can knit. Excellent. Oops. A lot of people aren't really into doing art. It's simultaneously always been surprising and unsurprising to me how like negative people are towards the arts. It is so strange to me. Now, I understand. I feel like a little bit of an art zealot. Art is my religion. Art is my everything, my communication and my understanding of the world. I've been doing art since such a young age that's just everything. Why wouldn't you draw? Have you been like really busy? Why wouldn't everyone in the world draw? It's so cool. You had to wait 10 years to be able to knit in peace. Longer than that. Longer than that. Because 4th grade I was 9, and I'm 25 this year. So many different arts I want to do. What kind of arts do you want to do? Holy moly. That's a little sour. Can you... I think I'm holding it together. Where's my fruit gone? Holy moly. I liked doing pottery when I was younger. Pottery is very cool. I've always loved pottery. I'd like to do some of that. I wonder what I would potter. I'd have to make something. I'd have to make like a dragon or something. Legally, I don't know if I could do anything else. Because I've always wanted to make... Oh, I'm gonna very sour. Holy shit. Where were we? That feels like that just hijacked my brain. These are insanely sour. Surely the sourest candy I've ever had. But just so incredible. How have you been, sweet? I have been. I very nearly dropped that on the floor, and I was going to have been very sad. Been well. It's been lovely to go live to you lovely, lovely folks. Thank you for your time and your attention. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. And I hope many blessings upon you. Are you able to hear the road through the open window? I might have to call a little goblin helper to close it. How have you been, Elijah? This is my last piece of sour fruit candy. And then I'm all done. Would you like a baby wipe? They're so handy for my little sticky hands. So handy, nice and handy. Handy. Have a little bit of this hydration liquid. Stay hydrated, lovely people. Thank you for your likes. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Goodness gracious. Where even are we now? Shall we get back to a little bit of... I don't have anything caught in my teeth, do I? I'm not giving you the ache, am I? I think I saw the view count drop. Ooh, I better start ASMRing. I am an ASMR artist after all. But it feels like kind of trippy to me. I don't know how it feels for you, but I'm still so new to the ASMR world. It's good to stay hydrated, but I drink out of a big jug, so there's probably microplastics. Yeah, what isn't infecting you with microplastics in the current era? I have a water bottle, and I'm just scared of it having microscopic organisms from infrequent washing. I try to wash it once a week, and I've been boiling water. I put coffee in it, so I've been boiling water to like wash it and all that daily. So surely I'm not infecting myself. Sorry. Is that horrendous? Help, I am under the water. What color do we want tonight? Pretty little jellyfish dancing around. It's better than chewing on plastic bottle caps. Do you chew on plastic bottle caps? Probably don't, right? I'm sure there are other chew toys we can find you. Used to do that for so long. I think as a kid I've certainly chewed on a couple bottle caps. Most certainly. What isn't a young person chewing on? What? Like, little people are kind of like little young children, that is, are like dogs, aren't they? Just like need to be walked every day and chew on everything, and you kind of gotta monitor them, but it's okay if they chew on stuff, they're just playing. You got that too, chewing on it. Oh. Just the whole buffet of microplastics, huh? I just chew on my tongue or my lip. I got my little scar tissue that I was telling you about earlier, telling stories. I just chew on that. Chew on this. Hi. I don't even remember why I stopped chewing things, but it was a big problem. Plastic was my favorite. Chew on the inside of your cheek? Yeah, me too. Chew, 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 chew. Meow, 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 meow. I'm like a kid at the aquarium. Gotta check out the jellyfish exhibit. I loved going to the aquarium and seeing the little darkened corners where they had jellyfish. So pretty. I haven't been to an aquarium since I was a kid. I wonder if they would make me extremely sad. Sad. Perhaps I would have to jump in and start saving animals, freeing them into the wilds. I would have to. I'd be compelled. I'm a piranha. I'm a piranha. The fan favorite Orbital jellies. Yes, the eternal classic. Orbital jelly, Orbital jelly. Pretty little guys. They need some fresh water. Youch. Ah, ba, ba. La, 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 la. Sorry, I'm just checking out my mouth. Is this as entertaining to you as it is to me? Like a little funhouse mirror. Just a little bit of refractions. This reminds me of being a kid and making my eyes go in and out of focus and like making things split apart from each other and go back, or like all that. Just playing with my eyes. It's good that zoos rescue animals in need, and so do aquariums. Yes, that's true. It makes me sad to see the animals feel sad. I loved the movie Free Willy as a child, until I learned that the reason that orca's fin was curved over was like due to it being in an aquarium and just not having enough space to live as an orca, and just how smart they are, and really how smart all animals are. I think that I feel like we're often taught that everything is stupid and the only smart thing in the world is a human, but everything is intelligent. So many things are. Well, you can probably hear Penny the cat. She's somewhat intelligent. She's back there scratching on her little board. She's an intelligent little guy. She communicates. It's like so many animals. Animals have their own languages, and even translate chickadee chirps into English, and crows give each other names and speak and all this stuff. Like, just so many beautiful, intelligent creatures. So as an adult, I find it hard to feel the magic of a zoo as I did when I was a child. Not to be a downer, I feel like I've been on this topic like a lot on stream. It's crazy that they keep the orcas in a tank that barely bigger than them. Yeah, it makes me heinously sad. Orcas are a family crest. Are one of my family crests. And they've just always been an all-time favorite. Mwah. Mwah. Love you, jellies. Orcas bully penguins so much, though. Yeah, they're like cats. And they play with their food and stuff. And they mess up seals. And, lots of intense things happen in nature. But that's the circle of life. And it moves us all. Ooh, look at the tumultuous waters. The moon was creepy tonight. It was creepy for like the last month. We had like a blue moon or whatever, and we had a really, really like orange moon. And it moved through the sky in all sorts of crazy ways, and it was so big and so pretty. And the tides were crazy. I love the moon. So cool. Ba bum 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 bum. Where I'm at, are there places in the world that you never see the moon at all times? 'Cause like, sometimes you look in the sky and just like see the moon, even though it's daytime, right? Does that happen everywhere? Or are there places that can never occur? That the moon's just like never there in the day? Is that like a... Do I sound like a stoner to you? And is that kosher to say on live? Good question. Some places in Iceland, the sun never sets. Yeah, I'm in a place where in the summertime, the sun is only down for like 5 to 6 hours a night sometimes. I don't know if that's like familiar to you, but I certainly know somebody who's moved from a different time zone to here and felt very discombobulated by the extreme long nights in winter where it gets dark at like it's pitch dark at 4. Can you hear this? Can you believe this cat cramping my style? This insolent little creature. Sorry, Penny, you are not insolent. I jest. She's running. She's got the zoomies. Her litter is freshly cleaned. So I wonder if something made a mess over there and she's just trying to clean. There's no cat poo on the floor. I don't know why she's scratching the floor. You've always wanted to move to Iceland, and you think you're going to add that to your bucket list. I feel like I've always wanted to move to Iceland. As a kid, I made one of my life goals to live somewhere cold. I was desperate for a life goal at the time, and I just wanted to feel the cold. I didn't want to suffer through the summers. I didn't realize I had a sickness back then. I like this little thing. Are there any other triggers we feel like we would want? Any requests? Or do we enjoy our little jellyfish, classic jellyfish playtime? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your company. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. You should try something like a book or some of your artwork. Let's see. You may hear a little bit of rummaging. I'll try to keep it to a minimum. Let's see. What can we trace? Sorry. Let's see. I'll be true to you. You were my first love, and you'll be my last love. I'll never make you cry. Let's see. No, I don't want to show that page because, wait. Oh. Now, how do I set you up so I can? Now this is a little raven. Oops, oops, oops. Oh. How's this? Maybe I should choose an easier book to hold. That's cool, thank you. I'll choose an easier book to hold. Then I can do some tracing. Oh. This book, perhaps. Just a nice, small, thin little book. Okay. Let's see if I can find something good that I don't feel embarrassed to show you. Soldier boy, oh my little soldier boy, I'll be true. How's this? This feels like a satisfying page to trace as I cut a little outline. Excuse me. This is like a little samurai type. Some like kabuki paint. How do we like the light being on? It's so shiny. Do we prefer it like this? I like this. I like the way that feels. Oops. Maybe it needs a little more light. Now, I don't like how that shines. That doesn't feel relaxing to my eye. I'm finding a different drawing. I like that drawing though. I'd like to add to it. I had an idea to in the background to add a bigger scene. Oh, I could show you what I mean. Oh, I'm so sorry. To have like a scene of a place burning. Perhaps like on a little island. And him just watching. So right here would be just a burning structures. And then the other end of the brush. And it's burning structures here. And then when you flip this up, you'd see the whole scene and him like on a cliff. Unable to access his burning home. I thought that'd be cool. Dramatic. Here are some little critters. Little creature. I like this guy and his little peg leg. You'd love to draw, you just suck at it. So do I. But I practice a lot. Practice, practice, practice. All it is just practice all the time. All I do is practice. I like this. What a satisfying little guy. Little shape. And then I like this cool, creaky little dude. I imagine his head going like like shaking around like a little. Are they like the little forest spirits in Princess Mononoke? I think they like do that kind of stuff. It's very demotivating. Oh, and Elijah, that would be awesome. I imagine you're talking about my cool little idea. I imagine. Thank you. I suppose. I don't know. I certainly feel bad when I look at my stuff and I don't like it. I certainly feel bad, but demotivated I rarely feel. I enjoy the challenge of drawing. I've been drawing since I was 2. And it's just my idea of a good time. I like making things up. I like telling stories. I like this. She's cool. How's the detail on this? It's so hard to tell on my screen. And it always feels to me like adding light just makes it worse. But maybe it's just hard to tell because my glasses are off. Maybe I'm just blind. This is in pencil. This is years ago. I ought to get another one of these little books. They're very fun. But we're talking about demotivating. I suppose if you don't enjoy being bad at something, drawing is probably one of the worst things you could possibly do. Or the best thing you could possibly do. Because I think that a large Martian take anything I say with a grain of salt. I think that my patience for learning new things and for tasks and any patience that I have as the human that I am would have come from drawing and from making art and from making art that I didn't like and then making more and making and making and making without stopping for the better part of 25 years. Looks good. The light is not bright, but you'd have to see other opinions about it. Yeah, it's definitely not bright. Oh, you mean like this? If that looks good, that's fine. I find the reflection of the graphite with the light to be displeasing. I like this. I like to make this a character of some sort. I've got "Oh Dirty Bastard" stuck in my head. Got some cool songs. Let's see what else I have in this little old book. But yeah, as I was saying, it's just being an artist is a lot of practice. I like this page. It's like a really, really crazy simple page. Have you played Ghost of Tsushima? Yes, I have. I tried to play it again, and I played it on lethal difficulty from the beginning. But I got very upset because the first little bandit camp that I found, I was dying, and I don't mind that part too bad. I was just dying and coming back, and I was learning. I was relearning the game and learning everybody's attacks and kind of the tempo of the game. Just learning. And after a couple deaths, like 5 or so, it started taking away enemies instead of loading them back in, until I died enough times that the game removed the enemies that were plaguing me. And I really did not like that. I think that can exist on lower difficulties for like accessibility, but it should not exist by default, especially not on the hardest difficulty. I think any player that is willing to play on the hardest difficulty in Ghost of Tsushima is probably ready to die a lot without needing enemies to be removed and for that to hurt my feelings. Does that answer your question? Have you played Ghost of Tsushima? Do you like this drawing? I like this. Nice and simple. I have another blue Micron like this. I liked this one so much I just bought it on a whim because I didn't have many colored pens. I just used it for a bunch of random stuff. And I'm very happy with this little drawing. Like a man hiding in a closet with just one little slat removed that he's peering through and having light cast upon him by like an alien source. Just very dramatic. And this I like this. Played a little bit of the game, but not much. You watch your cousin play it. Watching people play games is cool. You loved watching Corey Kenshin play God of War Ragnarok. I played God of War Ragnarok. I liked it a lot. It's cool. Thor in that is so cool. Maybe. Let's see where my dipping pen is. That would probably make a more satisfying noise for you while I'm tracing. If I had any idea where any of my implements were from the day. Goodness gracious. Heavens to Betsy. Oh, it is 12:30. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Gosh, how are we feeling, Pixie Lee? Maybe I'll trace for a little bit and call it at that. Or I could trace for a bit and tell a story. Or read a story, I mean. How's that? Can you hear that? I like this drawing. There's a little character of mine. Always getting beat up. As many of my guys do. It's 2:30 for you. Goodness gracious. Little nocturnal. So am I. So is this house. Same here. Nice and late. Is that the guy who bends metal? Forgot his name. Magneto. No, it's not. This is an original character of mine. One of my characters. I could show you other drawings of him. I'd have to find them though. Oh, actually I can. Or several. But at least one. Don't mind me as I... Oh, my stomach is... Whoop. My stomach is calling me to the sleeping hours. Let's see. I can show you a few drawings from this book. This. My stomach. So this. Oh shit. Something fell. I don't know how well you can see. But like, oops. Very dramatic little scene of him being born in like a shell filled with blood. And all these hands reaching out. This was done with a dipping pen. I like this. This whole setup feels nice. It feels nice on my fingers. The little texture of all that ink heavy on the page. I don't know if you can hear that. You see this hand? Which R took you the longest? I don't know. It's been so long since I made this now. I think they were all fairly simple. What would have taken the longest is like here. Because I'm just, I love this texture on my eyes. It's just become... I can't take myself seriously when my stomach is making all these gurgling noises. Your attention to detail is very good. Like the forearm veins and texture. Thank you. I love the way this feels. And with like this coming up and wrapping and going off. And this feels so lovely on my brain. That little transition of the and these fingers just morphing into that arm, like it at one point could have been just holding onto an arm and two separate arms become one. This feels nice on my brain. And that is the origin of this character. And that flower is a single narcissus because, well, it's a daffodil and a narcissus. In the language of flowers, one lone narcissus is an ill omen. Because if you're familiar with the tale of Narcissus, he was a man who was in love with himself. He was so beautiful, he wanted to be with himself, only himself. And he would gaze upon himself in the lake. And after a time, looking upon himself just wasn't enough, and he wanted a kiss. So he knelt down and fell into the lake as he couldn't get enough of himself, and he drowned. And if Narcissus hadn't been alone, he wouldn't have drowned if he had had somebody there to save him. So one lone Narcissus is an ill omen. Oh, and the daffodil is called Narcissus because when Aphrodite witnessed his death or heard of his death, she was sad and planted flowers or grew flowers where he had died. That's crazy. Exactly. Attention to detail is immaculate. Thank you. You can barely stay awake just from being here. Voice is so relaxing. Excellent. The plan is to immediately make anyone fall asleep that I can. Then my viewership remains the same. I'm rather having a hard time staying awake myself. I kind of want to show you a couple more drawings from this book and just call it a night, because I'm awfully tired and my stomach is yelling at me. I must need to tend to it somehow. Here's a little like eldritch being. Just a little cool little weird little guy. Don't know how well you can see the details on your side. I just like that guy. There's some cool drawings in this book. I've got to fill it out. I like this drawing. Yeah, it's 12:37. Been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's been a lovely, lovely time with you beautiful people. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for looking at my art and your very kind words. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved, and you are beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your follows, and thank you for your likes. Thank you for your attention and time once again. This is just like a little creepy guy that I've been drawing for years without realizing it. It's just like an idea that I like of like this is a creature wearing the skin of another. And I was looking through a sketchbook from like 6 years ago, or like 6 to 8 years ago, and I saw another drawing that was strikingly similar to this. Almost the very same, just like at a different level of my artistry, where it was this same long neck, open in the same sort of way, and just a different sort of shaped head, just with like another hanging jaw. I've just been drawing this same guy for years. Reminds you of the Black Phone Kidnapper mask. I like the wavy texture. I did, thank you. I haven't seen Black Phone. I like Ethan Hawke though. He's cool. Do you recommend it? You knew it looked similar. The red background is super nice. Thank you. I like it. It feels so satisfying. Like a menacing aura emanating. Like it's palpable. If you're able to see all the brush strokes. I like this. I'm rather proud of this. It feels very satisfying. I'd like to make more versions of this, or like clean this up, or like make a full scene of it and just fill it out some more. It's like a river of blood. I want it to be like rising into the air as if telekinetically lifted. Never seen it myself. You dropped your phone and grabbed it and tagged me. Tagged me? Tagged Cohen. Oh, I see. Crazy how some people don't call this art anymore. Who doesn't call this art? What's happening? Yeah, I've always had haters. Ever since being a kid, even doing art. Like, my auntie fucking hated me showing her my art. Lots of people did. It's just like strange. I wonder if it's like an insecurity thing or just like what it's born out of. Maybe it's the frustration at not understanding something about creating. I don't know. There's just always haters for art. It's so personal. But also, I guess I kind of draw strange things. Like, this is a creation from my world. Like a crying tree guy watching meteors fall. Bard, good evening, love the art. Thank you. Nice to see you, Nasong. Nice to see you. You were strong, you were wise, and you were loved. Yeah, most people don't like this art, but like the banana taped to a wall. Oh, I like modern art. And I like postmodern art. I think this is cool. I don't like it all. And I think that's okay. I think that's cool about art. Is that some stuff you're not meant to just like. I think that's cool. But also I like analyzing things. Everything that I consume is like I need to analyze it. I cannot just watch movies, for example. I have to like engage with it somehow. And that often means for me like it becomes my obsession for at least a week if I watch a cool movie. Like I want to watch one movie a day, and I want it to be a cool movie, and then I want to take some time outside, like go for a walk and digest it and just think about the movie in silence, or like listen to music from it, or rewatch scenes from it after letting it sit for a while. And that's all I want to talk about. And I just want to talk about favorite scenes and cool scenes and impressive scenes and things that touch my imagination or things that make me want to draw. You know, like I have to analyze and overanalyze and reanalyze and everything all the time. So modern art is suited for me. I like it. This is a little character of mine. Like, fighting off dudes. And computer was just black screened as you were working. Who is hacking? Uh-oh. I think some modern art is stupid looking, but I understand people buy it for the backstory of it. Now, buying art is often stupid. Because that's like... That's too big of a conversation that I don't know that I'm fully equipped to have. But it's like... so different from analyzing and appreciating art. It's often used as like capital, right? Like launder fucking money to the arts, and just people who don't give a fuck about the arts just investing, just buying something for it to accrue a stupid amount of value based on some dumb shit, like appropriating an artist's work. Basically is just the capitalism part of painting sucks. But I think it'd be pretty cool to be an artist who makes money. That's gotta be pretty cool. Ooh, I like this. This is in pencil. I kind of hesitate to continue it because it's in pencil. Kind of wish I had just done it in ink, but I didn't have much ink at the time. So I've got to get some hairspray and use it as setting. And I could set the graphite so it doesn't smudge away as bad over time. Remind you of the curses from Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't remember anything about Jujutsu Kaisen, but I like this. I like that. Okay, I'll show you like a couple more pages and then I'll hop off because I'm about ready to lay down. Sounds good. Excellent. Excellent, 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 excellent. Let's see. What else is in this lovely little book? Here's a page that I've been excited to continue. I need to get back to it. I was just slowly working on this little cliff side. The little waves splashing up, lapping at the eyes and the mouths, the gaping maws of the cliff. I like this one a lot. I need to take some more pictures of my local landscape and just like draw them in my world. This was not a picture of my local landscape, it's just from my imagination. Now let's see what I have. Can you hear my stomach? That's so embarrassing. Oh. This is a doodle page of mine. The little brainless zombie guy. You're very creative, thank you. That's a drawing of my hand, and I don't know about what you think. I think it kind of looks busted, but it's pretty accurate to what my hand looked like as I was holding it out. It's just, I didn't have any mid-tones for the lighter shadows. So some of the detail that should have just been like a light shadow became a strong line or got ignored entirely. And little face. And little weird deformed guy. And some moose antlers. Get a little closer so you can see those details. Like it's dropping its velvet. I like that little doodle page. It's satisfying. Gosh, it's hard to tell which pages I am and am not embarrassed to show you guys. Because I really tried practicing just showing and not thinking about it too much, but how can you not think about it too much when this is like all you think about? Here's a little page I like a cool little staff floating in some water. A little character of mine. And I think I'll find one more worth showing you, and I'll call it. I might not have one more worth showing you. I could show you a piece that I made that was kind of inspired by Stranger Things. It's the first drawing in this book. I haven't finished it. Oh. She kind of got like tendrils and... Gosh, I wish it was a little easier to show you this stuff. Little hand right there. This was done in acrylic marker. Maybe I could turn up the light for you. You might be able to see the light a little better. Blue and a red outline and a little face. I'd love to go back and do some more of this. Some of the best you've ever seen. Gosh, golly. You are so kind to me. You all say such lovely things. And I really, really adore seeing all these returning faces. It's been so lovely streaming. I'm hoping to be live again tomorrow. Same day as I was live last week, Thursday and Friday. And we'll see. And I think ineffable. Love my art style so much. Thank you. I love sharing my art with you. It's always been one of my favorite activities, just sharing my art. I have so much to share these days. I've been writing and taking notes and trying new mediums and doing new things, and ASMR is a new art form I've been into and able to learn and grow as an ASMR artist with you. It's been so lovely so far, and a lovely stream today. Thank you to the 25 beautiful people watching right now and our 7 new followers. Thank you all for your follows and your likes. Thank you for your time. Try to remember your username this time. Thank you. You could just favorite one of my drawing posts or something, and that'll save. Just put me in a folder or something, and engage with my content. To be fair, I should probably post a little bit more. I've been flipping through some of my sketchbooks. I'll probably take some time tomorrow, if I have some, to make a little drawing post. Been a comment. Yeah, and follow the YouTube. Might just. Thank you, beautiful, lovely folks. Remember to follow if you enjoy my storytelling. If you enjoy my presence as much as I enjoy yours. You've all been very pleasant and beautiful tonight. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. You are a mountain. You will outlast your hardship. Things will work out in one way or another. I hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful night. I hope you rest well and have interesting dreams, whatever forms that might come in. Yeah, you should post tracing your drawings while ASMR whispering and talking or something. I agree. My plan is to just post. I want to make 2 little videos. One art related and one, or like ASMR and reading related. I want to make some posts to pin so that everybody knows the vibe of the channel. That's my goal for my posting. And my goal is to be live again tomorrow if all goes well. So I hope to see you there. Thank you for coming. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. And I'll see you soon. Mwah. See you.